I'll go see what they got for sale. But lots of jewelry and handmade crafts and religious items. Yeah, around coins and patches. Music. You want some Led Zeppelin? Get some Led Zeppelin over there. You want Led Zeppelin?
Bo nie agresywne. Te przedwojenne to nie mają agresywności. Nie kłócą się.
Very interesting stuff. Ghetto police. You know.
Powiedzieli, że wszystko od Jarka. Wie pani
You know, where did these all come from? That's the part here. Never ever. Where did they all come from? You own that, right? These artifacts could tell the story. They could talk. The fact that they're here is enough to tell the story.
X5 85. Nocowałem się.
Ale nie zaczynam.
Widać cię.
Coins and badges. Money. Daggers. Oj. All I can say is it's terribly inappropriate to make money off of that stuff. I know that people have to make money, but anyway, that's Pots Nova today, still selling the same stuff they always did. Still making money off it, so. So going up to this area here on the left, there's an old synagogue. The synagogue Kupa. Kupa Street. I'm walking the middle of the road. Just up here a little bit. This was built and opened in 1640s as well. Restored in 2002. Today it's a cultural center largely. Up here to our left. Coop is a name. It's not a flattering name when it comes to this area, so. On the back, look at the other side of it as well. During World War II, it was used as an ammunition storage area. Not very active today, occasionally active today, but mostly not, so. Can't really get a sense much of what it is, but back to the wall by the cemetery again. Not a very big neighborhood, you know, home to 15,000 Jews, you know, back before the war. Today, no handful of Jews, no Jews. Very marginal Jewish community at the best. There's one more major stop on this. So we've got the newer synagogue and then the Jewish Community Center, which is also quite new before we go to the new cemetery and finish up this part of the walking tour. The new synagogue, the Temple Synagogue, which is coming up here on our right, was built in the 1860s, which is the newest synagogue in this community. It was a progressive reform synagogue built for that community in the 19th century. It is known for its gold ceiling. It was active for a little bit after the war, but largely shut down. Mostly tied to the cultural center today, not used often, if at all. But we'll go to the front of it and see it. We'll go back to talk about this afterward. This is the Jewish Community Center, right next to the Temple Synagogue. And in this, we've had a seminar here in 2019 with our Mercer group, JCC. You all got nice t-shirts, and talked to a woman who is a Jewish woman who was outside Krakow about women in Jewish history, and it was an interesting talk. So this is the Temple Synagogue here with the gold roof. And again, it's Saturday, so it's closed. We can't go in, but this is the newest, so this is the one that was built in the 1860s as a Reform synagogue. The progressive Jewish community worshipped here. Like I said, it's not used very much today, but it still is used, but it's mostly connected to the Jewish Cultural Center next door. And the Cultural Center is run by a man named Jonathan Ornstein from New York City. This opened up in 2008 as part of a project I guess this is the place where Prince Charles went, not the gallery, but maybe both. But here, he was here for sure in 2008. Part of a project sponsored by Prince Charles, and we donated $10 million to help open this facility in April 2008. It serves hundreds of its Jewish members and Polish community as well. Most of the folks who work here are young people who are not Jews, who want to learn more and study more about the Jewish community and the history and of the Jews in Poland. You know, children attend its early childhood center. The 50-person club who runs the Hillel International Society. One of the agencies here is caring for older Holocaust survivors, trying to make sure that they have a high quality of life as they hit the end stage of their life. They give meals, transportation, rehabilitation, welfare services. You know, also there's a lot of visitors, a lot of tourism here. Before COVID times, there were at least 125,000 visitors each year who come to the center and study and look and see and visit and donate to them and help them out. A lot of programming. So this is this is it. This is the neighborhood that was once the biggest, or one of the second biggest. Well, one of the biggest communities in Poland when it comes to Jews. Warsaw being the biggest, of course. But now it's what's left. A lot of memories of this community, though, are largely carried forth and sparked by what happened with the movie Schindler's List. So, I hate to see what happened if that movie hadn't sparked such interest in this community. So, all right, we're going to walk down to the block, but I'm not going to keep this going. So I'll turn it back on in a sec.